Oh shit, guys. I thought I was live. I've been sitting here talking for 20 minutes and I thought I was live. I wondered why nobody was talking. I didn't press the button. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Yeah, here I am. I'm an idiot. Oh my God, I thought I had been live for 20 minutes. I've been sitting here talking to no one. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so stupid. I thought I pressed the button, but I didn't press the button. What's going on, guys? It's me, Space McG, your favorite cartoon nerd with the news, and I got a little bit of egg on my face. I thought I was live for the last 20 minutes. I wondered where everybody was at. Oh, God. God, I'm so stupid. All right, yeah, so what's going on, guys? We got a great show for you today. We're going to be looking at the results of the U.S. House. It looks like Republicans are going to keep control of the House. We've got some happy stories we're going to read. We have updates. The federal government is now trying to circle the wagons and insulate themselves against Trump, while Trump is actually delivering on his promises already, guys. He just stepped in, hasn't even become president yet, and pretty much has done more than Joe Biden has in his whole term, right? Yeah, so we're going to be looking into all of that. How's everybody doing out there? We got a great crowd out here, it looks like already. I got Scoop Truck. What's up? I got Frank Totten, who is concerned about FEMA pulling into his neighborhood, doing God knows what. We got Jets, mess, who thankfully reminded me that I was not streaming. So I had to hit the stream button, guys. Okay, we got Can Do Andrew up in this house. We got Shemp Hemp. What's going on, brother? You guys are laughing at me. I know, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. My bad, guys. Gorf, what's going on, brother? Glad you made it. Oh, we got Johnny Matrix up in this motherfucker. Freddie Sodium. We got everybody up in here. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Now, yes. So we got a lot to go over. There's been a lot happening, guys, and we're going to look at it. We even got some deranged fucking progressive weirdos, right? Wait till you hear the story I got for you guys. It is fucking heartbreaking. Fucking heartbreaking. But first, I like to start these out with happy stories, guys. Happy stories. And this story just brings fucking tears to my eyes, bro. Building hope. Amish volunteers bring shelter and compassion to hurricane-stricken families in North Carolina. In the wake of Hurricane Helene's devastating impact on North Carolina, a remarkable group of volunteers has stepped forward to help rebuild the lives of those affected. Hundreds of Amish volunteers from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the same people that delivered Pennsylvania to Donald Trump, by the way, have stepped forward to help rebuild the lives of those affected. Hundreds of Amish volunteers from Lancaster have made their way to Swannanoa, bringing with them skills, compassion, and a spirit of unwavering generosity. In a time when disaster relief efforts have struggled to meet the urgent needs of the community, these volunteers have brought hope and hands-on assistance, showing that support can come from the most unexpected places. Arriving in teams of 57, and here's a picture of them, building the houses and sitting on their little things. They even got their women with them. Aw, look at them with their little hats. Oh, they're so cute. Arriving in teams of 57, the Amish volunteers travel by bus to North Carolina, prepared to work tirelessly from Monday through Friday. Their mission, known as Cabins for Christ, is simple but powerful: to provide shelter and stability for families who have lost their homes in the floods. Each week, one group of volunteers heads home to Lancaster, making way for another team to continue the work. This steady cycle of dedication will continue until the last cabin is built and every family has a safe place to call home. Now, here's the part, guys, that really strikes a chord with me. The Amish volunteers are fully self-sufficient during their time in North Carolina. Living in their tents and bringing their own supplies, they rely on donations and local resources, keeping their needs minimal. They ask for nothing in return, not even recognition, wishing only to be allowed to work in peace. For them, building homes for those in need is more than a task. It's a calling deeply rooted in their faith and a reflection of their belief in the power of community and compassion, guys. That is an amazing fucking story. Hey, what's up, JP? Those Amish ladies help build houses? I guess so. The TDS is very real. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Hey, Fandom Iconic! Bro, I've been missing you. I'm glad you're back, bro. Yeah, that was fucking awesome, dude. That was awesome. All right, guys. Now, here's something that also makes me happy, guys. So, we're about to hear two of the most gangster motherfuckers you ever heard. Pete and Boz, right? I think that's how you say it. Boz, Baz, something like that. These motherfuckers, wait till you hear. But more importantly, wait till you see what these dudes look like. This is going to blow you away. And they will deliver. And you can tell from their rhymes that they are about that life, guys. This is going to blow you away. Let's go.
Chin wagging a boozer.
What?
Quick cat and a moolah.
What?
Boy talk to me nicely or it's a click bang with a Ruger. Five with ejections. Straight face when I back him. And if he's talking figures, then man, I'm deaf as a action. 2 glass of the golden.
Yeah, this is my favorite guy. Listen to him.
Fold him at my wrist, you get hit with a whiff when I'm walking. Strip tag, act with Fina. Get laugh, back to Nina. If I goddamn toasted jams, I jump out the jar and I slap the geezer. Got slapped with a sentence, went down. Came back with a vengeance and now I'm bringing that smoke in a silk cut suit while I'm puffing on a Benson wood pound. It's happening, ladies. Eyes on the prize while I hold the door. And if I don't pay the paper, leave a scar on his face like Voldemort. VV's on my necklace shining. 10 large and a watch and chain. Pour gin in a herbal glass. Robot to the finest strain.
He rolls blunts to the finest strain.
But a pool in Spain. Come jump on a jumbo jet. I take you more high while I pop champagne.
Hey, what's up, Mad Shad?
Man lit like Christmas Day. Drop down and I made him pray. You know what I mean, in a Christian way. Put jewels in a Jesus pendant. Lord forgive me if I strike him down. And if a man try to take the stash, he gets wrapped like packs of the white and brown. Kitchen king with a pots and pans. Trap line pings and I drop that brand. Whip that work like a Boston cream. It's time to make dough, no dumping.
Yes,
man.
humans are amazing.
Bricks to the white and a pan of weed. Chef kiss when I serve them up. I know golden man to be proud of me.
Hillbilly!
TCP, eyes on the block.
Check out these old ass fucking British dudes, man.
I'm calling, baby. Sipping on a glass of the boba, baby. Look, son, I'm a superstar, and that's why you go wanna fornicate me.
That's why your girl wanna fornicate me.
If a man don't play that part, act up, get shot like a movie star. Slick demeanor, you know me cool like Mr. Vina. If a man try cross the line, I'll get hit with more than a misdemeanor. Chin wagging a boozer. quick cat and a moolah. Boy, talk to me nicely, or it's click bang.
All right, guys, make sure you check out Pete and Baz.
Straight face when I back to him. And if he's
here's their link.
Then, man, I'm there for some action. 2 glasses of the golden star.
Hey, Hillbilly, thank you for showing me your horsies this morning. I love horsies. That was awesome. I was glad to see him. Be wary of old men in a profession that kills the young. Ha ha ha. That's good advice, my friend. Hell yeah. Fight me if you wish. I'm old for a reason. All right, guys. All right, now. So here we are. Kamala Harris, right? Finance mismanagement claims, right? What we know and what we don't know. So, a post-mortem on Kamala Harris's campaign claims she has they've been mismanaging their funds, I guess. Here's what we know. Harris raised over $1 billion and had spent $900 million as of October 16th. Lindy Lee, an official on the Democratic National Committee Finance Committee, has branded the campaign a $1 billion disaster. $1 billion. Yeah. These fucking clowns spent $1 billion to lose fucking hilariously. It's fucking awesome. Debt is racist. Now, is Kamala $20 million in debt? A claim is circulated that the Harris campaign ended the election cycle with a $20 million debt. Newsweek could not independently verify the debt figure claims, but this has been reported by multiple sources. And this was also echoed by DNC's Lee, who said that the Harris campaign was $20 million or $18 million in debt. Yeah, so yes. Now, are Kamala Harris's staff not being paid? It was claimed online that the Harris campaign had not paid staffers their last paycheck. There is no evidence to support that. So, there's no evidence to support that. Like, there's no evidence to support election fraud. There's no evidence to support that Hunter's laptop was not Russian disinformation. There's no evidence to support that the vaccine doesn't work. There's no evidence to support that Kamala Harris is behind in the polls. There's no evidence to support that the government is using the Department of Justice against Donald Trump in a witch hunt. There's no evidence to support. I can just keep going on, guys. Cardi B and the Stallion needed to get paid. Are we all old here? Yes, I think everybody here is at least 40 years old. Like, when I go to my analytics, it says that most of my audience is between 45 and 65 years old. The mayor of Chicago stated that financial accountability in elected officials is racist. I believe that. There's no evidence to support eating red meat and lifting weights builds muscle and mass and releases testosterone. Yeah, exactly. 54 on Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys are all about that life. I am 44 myself. Okay. Now, speaking of FEMA, guys, FEMA employee fired after advising hurricane relief team not to visit Florida homes with Donald Trump signs. A FEMA employee was fired after advising a survivor assistance team not to visit homes with yard signs that support President Donald Trump. Griswold, as the head of FEMA, said, "I want to be clear to all my employees and the American people, this type of behavior and action will not be tolerated at FEMA. And we will hold people accountable if they violate these standards of conduct." Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said he directed the state's Division of Emergency Management to launch an investigation into the federal government's targeted discrimination of Floridians who support Donald Trump. He also said the blatant weaponization of government by partisan activists in the federal bureaucracy is yet another reason why the Biden-Harris administration is in its final days. And I agree with that. Yeah. So that's how it goes. They stole every penny, and the rat stars had no choice because of the rap stars had no choice because of their Diddy tape. Fuck all these people. Yeah. I've heard that too. A lot of people are saying that the performers who came out and supported Kamala were all doing it because they had video in those Diddy tapes, right? I don't know how true any of that is, but that's the word on the street, right? But at one time, the word on the street was that Diddy raped all the rappers before he signed them, and I didn't believe that, and that turned out to be true. So, yeah, I don't know. They never got a cent. Yeah, well, the Harris campaign denies paying any of them money. So that might be true. Who would make less money on OnlyFans? Biden, Walz, or Harris? I don't know. That's a fucked up question, actually. I don't know. It'd be hard. I'm going to go with Walz. Walz would make the least money, right? Okay, now. So, the race for the House of Representatives is hot, kids, hot, right? Here we go. Now, do you know what's funny? Is that most of these seats left are Republicans, right? The one in Oregon, with 87% of the vote counted, the Democrat is ahead by 12,000. It looks like it's going to be hard for them to overcome that. But here in California, right? We have a Republican ahead by 10,000. We have two Republicans ahead by 10,000. So that's two that we're going to pick up, probably. Maybe three. We might pick up three in California. So that three will put us over. Just the three from California, guys. Arizona, we might pick up one. Let's see here. Where's Alaska? Alaska, we're probably going to pick up one. but they have ranked choice voting, guys. So if Nick Begich doesn't get over 50%, they got to do ranked choice voting. Let's see here. Where else is there outstanding? Colorado. Of course, it's a Republican ahead, right? With 96% of the vote counted, right? They still can't call it a victory for Republicans. Of course. They're so biased. They're so biased, right? When Democrats are ahead, they call it, right? Well, not here because it's less than it's less than 1,000 votes in Ohio between this Republican and Democrat, right? So yeah, that probably is going to go to a recount. They're within 0.3 of a point. Yeah, YouTube is terrible. Toxic masculinity. YouTube is terrible. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but during the election, the U.S. tested a hypersonic Minuteman III nuclear bomb before Trump declared victory. The U.S. military has launched a test hypersonic missile just moments before Trump declared victory. An unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile blasted off from Vandenberg Air Force Base after all the ballots closed. I think they mean all the polls closed. Because ballots don't... Whatever. Who wrote this? Metro. Okay, Metro, I believe, is a free newspaper that they give out on the subway on the East Coast. I actually have a friend that writes for that magazine, for that newspaper. But he didn't write this. Okay, because I would have to tell you that my friend wrote this. Okay, let's see here, but he didn't. He didn't write it. Military officials have insisted the test is routine and was scheduled years in advance, and they are ready to show the readiness of nuclear U.S. forces. The missile is traveling 4,000 miles from California's Vandenberg Space Force to Kwajalein Atoll, a small island in the North Pacific. So this is directed directly at China then. It can reach speeds of more than 15,000 miles per hour, allowing it to hit any target in a 30-minute time frame. Colonel Brian Titus, Space Launch Delta 30 Vice Commander, said, "This test launch marks the start of a remarkable week for our guardians and airmen at Vandenberg." Russia has already been accused of orchestrating bomb threats at polling stations across the U.S. Blah, 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 blah. This was the case in the last U.S. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, so we launched a test nuclear bomb into an island near China. Hey, what's up, Billy? What's going on, buddy? So we launched this on election night. On election night, right the minute before Donald Trump took the stage and declared victory, we launched a test nuclear hypersonic missile towards China. Now, real quick, guys, fact check. Both Harris and Donald Trump won states with no voter ID laws. Some media and fact-checking sites have discredited a lie that spread over social media following the election that Vice President Kamala Harris was only winning states that didn't require voters to show identification at the polls. She didn't actually win all of the states where photo ID is not required. Lisa Bryant, chair of the political science department at California State University, Fresno, told the French news agency 36 states have laws requesting or requiring voters to show some form of identification. The remaining 14 states and Washington, D.C. use other methods. 14 states don't ask for ID when people vote in person, and Harris won 12 of them. President Trump won the other 2. And Kamala also won states where you have to show ID, like Delaware, right? So there's been some talk about this, and I just wanted to say that this is actually correct, okay? What they are saying here is actually correct. I looked into it, and from what I can tell, Donald Trump did win 2 states where no ID is required, and Kamala won about 5 states where ID is required. But overwhelmingly, Kamala won states where no voter... The majority of the states that Kamala won had no ID required, but she did win in some states that required ID, and she did lose in some states that didn't require ID. So I hope that clears everything up, guys. All right, now, on to the coup. Tucker Carlson angrily accuses Senate Republicans of plotting a coup against Donald Trump. Right, this is nothing new, guys. Former Fox News host, let's just play the video.
Nuclear weapons are demonic. There's no upside to them at all, and that anyone who claims otherwise is either ignorant or doing the bidding of the forces that created nuclear technology in the first place, which are not human forces, obviously. And let me just ask you this, which I've asked a million people at dinner parties, but never in public. What was the moment we can point to that nuclear technology was invented? You know, we can point to Isaac Newton and say, what apple fell on his head? Or we can point to Albert Hoffman in his lab messing around with the, ergot bacteria. That's when LSD was made. I've never met a person who can isolate the moment where nuclear technology became known to man.
It was in 1939 when Enrique Fermi demonstrated the world's first nuclear reactor.
And so where did it come from exactly? Oh, German scientists in the 30s. Really, when? Name the date. And I've never heard anybody do that. It's
in 1939, Enrique Fermi invented the world's first nuclear reactor.
Very clear to me that these are demonic. I mean, these are evil. Their only purpose is to destroy the innocent, to murder the innocent.
Well, what happened? Why aren't we talking about the coup? All right. I don't understand what this has to do with the coup. I came here to talk about coups. Former Fox News host and Trump ally Tucker Carlson claimed the Senate Republicans are staging a coup against Donald Trump as 3 senators vie to replace Mitch McConnell. What? A student protest is forming up at Tiananmen Square. Show me a link. Okay, guys. At least 3 Republicans are vying for the top spot in the Senate. John Cornyn, a neocon, Rick Scott, the man, and John Thune, a rhino. Yeah, so I'm for Rick Scott. I want to see Rick Scott take the Senate majority position. He's loyal to Trump. He's from Florida. He comes from a poor working class family, and he's got some good ideas, especially a flat tax that's a sales tax, and then you get it refunded at the end of the year if you're too poor, right? So that actually makes sense. It's a flat sales tax across the board. It's actually a good idea. It's kind of how the government used to work once upon a time. So Republicans are actually trying to bring the tax code back to the way it was designed in the Constitution. A sales tax and tariffs. And that's how the government was supposed to make money according to the Constitution, right? Let's see. Okay, so the Senate election will take place on Wednesday, November 13th. It will determine whether or not the new administration succeeds, Carlson wrote. Rick Scott of Florida is the only candidate who agrees with Donald Trump. And I agree with that statement, right? So we should all be, so you should call your senators, right? Or write them or send them an email or whatever and tell them to support Rick Scott or you're going to vote them out, right? That's what I would do. Let's see. Senators Ron Johnson, a good guy. Rand Paul, a good guy. And Bill Hagerty, who I have never heard of, also announced Saturday that they would back Rick Scott in the race. Hey, what's up, KP? Let's see here. Back in February, after McConnell announced he would be stepping down, yay! At the end of the year, Donald Trump Jr. also labeled Thune and Cornyn as rhinos or Republicans in name only, right? The president-elect's son wrote, both of them also voted to send billions more to Ukraine. MAGA must do everything in our power to stop either of these two rhinos from ever becoming Senate leader. And I agree with Don Jr. on this. Trump also previously slammed Cornyn after he successfully negotiated bipartisan gun safety legislation, claiming the Texas senator facilitated the first step in the movement to take your guns away. Let's see here. Missouri Senator Josh Hawley backed Cornyn. Well, fuck Josh Hawley. Right? I don't like him anyway. While sources told Axios that Trump privately brushed off Scott's bid as not serious, a Trump spokesperson refuted that claim, telling the outlet that the former president hasn't weighed in on the leadership race and anyone who says differently is wrong. Let's see here. Yeah, everyone's saying negative things in the comments. All right, now, the coup is real, though. Pentagon officials are discussing how to respond if Trump issues controversial orders. Pentagon officials are holding informal discussions about how the Department of Defense would respond if Donald Trump issues orders to deploy active duty troops domestically and fire large swaths of apolitical staffers, right? Right? So what they're afraid of is Donald Trump coming in like Javier Milei with the chainsaw, which he absolutely should do, right? Because all of these people are the same people that under Milley did install a coup in the last days of the Trump presidency, right? Okay, let's see here. Milley's actions were an attempted military coup against Trump. General Mark Milley admitted actions at the end of President Trump's term were the equivalent of a military coup. Right? So, General Milley admits that he staged a coup against Trump. Right? That's irrefutable, right? And now the Pentagon, right, is staging a coup against Trump. We are preparing and planning for the worst case scenario, but the reality is that we don't know how it's going to play out yet. Troops are compelled by law to disobey unlawful orders, and that is true, right? But the question is, what happens then? Do we see resignations from senior military leaders, or would they view that as abandoning the people? So what they're saying, right? What they're saying is that they are ready to disobey direct orders from the president and stage a military coup if they don't like Trump's orders. Right? So that's actually what's going to happen, I think. There's a very strong possibility that this could lead to a civil war. I'm going to say it, right? But it probably won't go that far, guys, because they're just going to assassinate Donald Trump. And since they failed 4 times in a row, right? 4 times, guys. 4 times. They failed to kill him in Pennsylvania the first time, right? They failed to kill him in Florida with the guy in the bush the second time. The third time, a crazy tranny, right? A crazy tranny tried to assassinate Trump at the second Pennsylvania rally. Let me go ahead and pull this up, because nobody talked about this. No, this picture does not. Okay, no, hold on. No, this is different. Why can't I find this? No, not Crooks. There was another one. Okay, I can't find it, but I promise you, it's for real. During his second Pennsylvania rally, a trans person was arrested for plotting to kill Trump. They were found with guns outside the venue, and now they just swept it under the rug. But it was on the news last 2 weeks ago. I'll find it and we'll read it. But I'm just gonna skip past this now. Okay. Now, speaking of coups, guys, back in 2021, a retired general warns the U.S. military could back a coup after the 2024 election. Right. So they've been planning this coup against Trump since they stole the 2020 election, guys. Right. Because they knew that they were going to lose in 2024 because they stole the election in 2020, right? So they've been planning a coup, and now they are executing it. And it's going to end with Donald Trump being blown up in his car with a bomb. I'm just going to say it. That's how it's going to go out. That's what my gut is telling me. I don't have any evidence of this. It's just a hunch, right? Because they missed, right? A bomb doesn't miss. So that's my assumption, right? That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. Hey, what's up, Michelle? Yeah, not only that, yeah. Yeah, and there have been security teams, Michelle, at Mar-a-Lago since the election, right? So there have been threats at Mar-a-Lago. I was watching AP had cameras out there, and there were police patrolling the grounds there the day after the election. Yeah, so these guys have been planning their coup since they enacted their last coup against Donald Trump. Now, put those robot dogs on the border. Now, guys, Trump is already having major impact on issues voters elected him to fix. Americans voted to give President-elect Donald Trump a mandate to enact his campaign promises without even stepping foot in the Oval Office he's already delivering. In one of Trump's closing rallies in North Carolina, he unveiled his promise to use tariffs as a vehicle to force offending countries like Mexico to stop the flow of illegal immigrants into our country. We're being invaded by Mexico, but now they have a new president in Mexico, a very nice woman, they say. I haven't met her, and I'm going to inform her on day one or sooner that if they don't stop this onslaught of criminals and drugs coming into our country, I'm going to immediately impose a 25% tariff on everything they send into the United States of America. Trump promised. He added that he believes his plan has a 100% chance of working. But if the 25% tariff doesn't stop the inflow of illegal immigrants, he'll keep increasing the percentage until it does. Yeah, see, Trump ain't playing around. Trump is not playing around. If that doesn't work, I'll make it 50. And if that doesn't work, I'll make it 75. Then I'll make it 100, Trump said. Like clockwork, Democrats' pals in regime media called his economic restrictions deranged and that he clearly has no idea how tariffs works. Once again, it seems that Trump is correct and the media class is wrong. What do you know? What do you know, guys? Trump was right. The same day, Trump had a phone call with the Mexican president, Claudia Sheinbaum. A massive caravan of over 3,000 illegal immigrants headed for the U.S.-Mexico border had shrunk to roughly half its size. So within one day, half of the immigrants went home, guys. The Sinaloa cartel is threatening to burn our country up. Oh, is that why California and New York burst into flames the day after the election? Huh. I thought that was suspicious when both California and New York went up in flames the day after the election. I'm not saying it's arson. I'm just saying that it's probably a bunch of butthurt leftist retards that burnt down their own states in a hissy fit after they lost the election. Now, to go on, hopeful border crossers even told Reuters that they were dismayed by Trump's win because it would have been easier to enter the U.S. illegally should Vice President Kamala Harris win. The readout on their phone call was thin, giving Americans little insight into what was actually said during their talk. Knowing how Trump successfully used tariffs and other economic sanctions against other countries during his first term, however, one can surmise that the illegal immigrant crisis and tariff threat were mentioned. Now, stopping the economic and criminal activity hurting our country is exactly why Americans voted for him. We want strong borders, right? Yeah, so without even taking office, Trump has sent half of the migrant caravan away, guys. Hey, what's up, Mythos? Deport all rioters. I hope so. I hope so, guys. Now, also, Trump is draining the swamp because Haley and Pompeo will not join the second administration. President-elect Donald Trump said on Saturday that former Republican presidential contender Nikki Haley and former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will not be asked to join his administration. Now, you guys know... Hey, what's up, Island? Yeah, you guys know that I like Mike Pompeo, right? Yes, he's a swamp creature, but the State Department is a swamp. And we should have a swamp creature running the swamp, right? In my opinion. When it comes to intelligence, intelligence is a very personal art, right? When you're a spook, who you know is important. Who you personally know is very important. Okay? Pompeo is not ruthless enough for America. I don't know about that. Pompeo understands the threats that America is facing. And he has... Guys, you don't know. You guys don't know how many fucking sabotages Pompeo did during the summer of 2020 against Iran. Right? The State Department in Israel, I mean, we can never know. But there were dozens. Dozens of bombings and sabotages in Iran that prevented Iran from gaining a nuclear weapon back during the Trump administration, right? Hey, we'll just round them up and deport the spooks. The genie's bottle works both ways. That is very true, Steve. That is very true. Now, Trump said he will not be inviting former Ambassador Nikki Haley or Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to join the Trump administration, which is currently in formation. Trump posted on social media, I very much enjoyed and appreciated working with them previously and would like to thank them for their service of our country. Yeah. He's meeting with potential candidates to serve his administration before his January 20 inauguration. Now, rumors are floating around that Vivek Ramaswamy might take the job, and I don't think that Vivek is the right guy for Secretary of State. Unless he's already a spook, then he's the perfect guy, right? Because you want a spook in charge of the spooks. That's just the way it goes, right? Right? You want a glowy in with the glowing ones. Right? And I don't know that Vivek glows, but he might, right? He might. Well, if they put Vivek in charge of the State Department, then Vivek is already a spook. That's a dead giveaway, right? Okay, so there's that. Now, but here is somebody that Trump has already hired to join his administration. This is Tom Homan, right? He was the former director of the border czar, and here he is again. He's the new the incoming border czar. And listen, guys, this is brutal. Here's what he had to say on 60 Minutes last night. Here we go.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way?
That is a good answer. That is a good answer. Now watch this. Watch this. This is brutal. Here we go.
To carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Oh! Na 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 na. So, yes, when they asked, is that too expensive? He said, what price do you put on national security? And then when she said, is there a way to deport people without breaking up families? He said, yes. We can deport the whole entire family. Oh, what a badass. What a badass, guys. That is the man that's now in charge of the border, right? Get ready for catastrophic 4 years of public health. Donald Trump may only be the president for another 4 years, but the impacts of his administration on public health could be catastrophic for a long time to come. While we don't know exactly what will happen, there's no doubt the next 4 years could see the attempts to curtail the authority and autonomy of federal health agencies like the FDA and the CDC. Something that President-elect tried during his first term. However, despite Trump's bravado around letting RFK go wild and do whatever he wants on health, it's unlikely that sweeping closures or reconstructions of federal agencies will be feasible. That's what it sounds like to me. It's just a bunch of angry crybabies, right? And remember, guys, who would you rather have? Fucking RFK Jr. or this fucking clown right here? This is the person running our healthcare system.
What would you say to folks who think that they're being reasonable by saying, why can't children?
Right? This is the person running our healthcare system.
What would you say to folks who think that they're being reasonable by saying, why can't children just wait till they're 18?
Adolescence is hard and puberty is hard. What if you're going through the wrong puberty? What if you inside feel that you are female, but now you're going through a male puberty?
The argument is, well, they're too young to know.
I want to make it clear that for prepubertal children, there are no medical procedures done. The standard of
Except for there are.
care allows them to explore that with therapy. Well, gender-affirming care is medical care.
It's a sex change. Gender-affirming care is where they cut your organs out and fucking sew your inside of your mouth into a penis. where they cut your tits out and give you zipper tits and take the inside of your mouth and roll it up into a tiny little penis.
Gender-affirming care is mental health care. Gender-affirming care is literally suicide prevention care.
What would you say to folks who think?
Yeah, but what about the half of the people that have the care that kill themselves? Right? Sounds to me like it doesn't do a very good job because half of these people go on to kill themselves, right? So it sounds like sex changes cause 50% of the people that do them to commit suicide. Hey, you're not allowing the other windows, Space. You're not showing the other... Oh, my bad. I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. Here we go. Here she is.
Think that they're being
you guys can
reasonable
see
by
it
saying,
yourself.
why
My
can't
bad.
children just wait till they're 18?
Adolescence is hard and puberty is hard. What if you're going through the wrong puberty? What if you inside feel that you are female,
Okay,
but
yeah,
now
we heard
you're
this
going
already.
through a
But
male...
that's our current fucking director of national health or whatever. Right? And these are her cohorts. His cohorts. Right? This is what effect that this has had on this country.
As a trans woman, as a human being,
I beg to differ, sir. You're just a guy with long hair. You're just a guy with long hair and a sports bra because you have giant fat people titties.
and as a true American, there is no...
Sir, just because your fat rolls are in the shape of tits doesn't mean you're a woman, sir.
Nothing you can do, nothing you can say, no law you can put into place that will stop me from being who I am, what I am, or where I want to go. Nothing you will do will stop me from being a woman. Don't like it? Leave.
You leave. And sir, you will never be a woman. I don't care how long you grow your hair. I don't care how fat your fucking fat rolls are that you squish into your sports bra, right? You are not a woman, sir. Sir.
And for the rest of you who voted for a convicted felon, same goes for you. I go where I please. I use the women's restroom, I use the women's locker rooms, and I will continue to do so.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting yourself into sacred women's places, right? So that you can satisfy your sick sexual fetish. Because you are not a transgender. You are what we call an autogynephiliac, right? A pervert that sexualizes femininity, right? That uses it as a kink. You're a perverted degenerate that wants to invade women's spaces so that you can get your jollies off, right? You're a sicko, right? Where is the neck? They don't have one, JP. Furthermore, I demand that all hot chicks recognize my identity as an incredibly desirable man. Yeah. So that is what gender affirming care looks like. A fucking mental disease, guys. We need to make asylums great again. Now, the deep state is already backing down, guys. Unprecedented circumstances. Smith seems to be giving up on January 6th case against Trump. And that's not it. It looks like Trump's election fraud, whatever they did when he paid the hooker, that's getting tossed out. The Trump's when he paid back all of his loans, that's getting tossed out, right? All of those cases are getting tossed out. Not because Trump is president, right? They could still proceed with those cases, right? But because they're bullshit. They're all bullshit, right? All these cases against Trump are bullshit, and they know it. And that's why they're backing off, right? Now, guys, this is where it gets sad, right? This is how bad Trump derangement has got in this country. Guys, this is one of the worst stories I've ever heard, and I don't take any pleasure in what you're about to see, okay? A Minnesota dad who ranted against Trump's election gunned down his wife, his ex-girlfriend, and his 2 kids in a murder-suicide. So this psychopath right here killed all these people. That's horrible. That's horrible. Are you talking about Alina Hobbs? Alina Hobbs is such a bad bitch. Yeah. A Minnesota dad who ranted against President Trump's who ranted against President Trump online, shot and killed his wife, his ex-girlfriend, and his 2 sons before turning the gun on himself. The shooter, 46-year-old Anthony Nephew, had a pattern of mental health issues. Duluth Police Chief Mike Sanoa said on Friday. One day after authorities found 5 people dead inside 2 homes in the city. Authorities found Anthony Nephew's ex-partner, Aaron Abramson, 47, and their son, Jacob Nephew, 15, dead from apparent gunshot wounds inside their home Thursday afternoon. After identifying Anthony Nephew as a suspect, police found his 45-year-old wife, Catherine Nephew, and their 7-year-old son. Jesus Christ, man. 7-year-old son, Oliver Nephew, dead from gunshot wounds inside their family home close by. Hey, Mrs. Metal, you get a wrench. Yeah, I'm sorry you came in at the worst time. This is one of the saddest stories I've ever read. Oliver Nephew dead from a gunshot wound inside their family home. Anthony Nephew was also found dead inside the home from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, police said. Before his rampage, Anthony Nephew had been sharing left-wing and anti-Trump posts on his Facebook account. My mental health and the world can no longer peacefully coexist, and a lot of the reason is religion, Anthony wrote. See, these people are fucking crazy, guys. These people are crazy. I am terrified of religious zealots inflicting their misguided beliefs on me and my family. I have intrusive thoughts of being burned at the stake as a witch or crucified on a burning cross. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, these people are insane. Having people actually believe that I or my child or Satan or the Antichrist or whatever their favorite color of boogeyman they are afraid are of this week. So this is the guy. This is what he said before he murdered his whole family. There he is, right there. In another post, he accused Republicans of making it harder for women to leave abusive relationships. Yeah, well, if anybody would know anything about abusive relationships, it would be the guy that murdered his whole family. Jesus Christ. Gilead, here we come, he wrote, referencing The Handmaid's Tale, a dystopian novel turned Hulu series in which women who have been stripped of their rights are forced to reproduce for the ruling class. Right, so this is literally Trump derangement syndrome, guys. It's fucking, this is the results of all their lies and all their hoaxes and all their taking Trump out of context and misrepresenting the facts. This is what they do, right? They drove this man crazy with Trump derangement syndrome, and he murdered his entire family. Anthony Nephew shared other political posts, including an image of former President Barack Obama, Trump, President Joe Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris. The word hate sits under Trump's face, while the words hope, heal, and grow correspond with the Democrats. There's his family. So this guy murdered this little beautiful child and this other fat weirdo in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt. Not that anyone cares, but as an independent voter, I would really like to see both the political parties in our country pick better candidates. Well, I guess that's a pretty shitty reason to kill your whole family. Anthony Nephew previously even issued a chilling warning about his mental health battles, writing in an op-ed for the local Duluth News in 2021, "For millions of Americans, a breakdown leads to suicide or homicide before suicide." Yeah, well, he called it. Mental health in this country is stigmatized, ignored, or treated as a burden for the individual to bear alone. Americans deny they have mental health struggles. Police in Duluth, a city of nearly 90,000 residents, about 135 miles north of Minneapolis, have not yet determined a motive in the shootings. Well, I believe it was because he had TDS. That's what it sounds like to me, right? This is fucking sad, dude. Show comments. Mental illness is real. In another post, he accused Republicans of making it harder for women to leave abusive relationships. So, like a liberal, deflect, accuse another of what you are doing and makes it like they are the victim. And liberals aren't happy, they make everyone else miserable. See what hate does? For dead. I agree with this comment. Frank says, I'm starting to wonder if TDS is just a displaced Napoleonic complex or Paris syndrome, aka to Munchausen by proxy. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I have no idea what any of that means. I'm sorry, I'm not into psychobabble. I think that psychology is a scam. Not that this guy isn't crazy, right? Crazy people are real, but psychologists are full of shit. This is the worst case of TDS so far. Look at the pictures of this guy. If you saw him walking down the sidewalk towards you, you would cross the street. I mean, I agree. In other words, another Democrat totally lost it. Yeah. So we all agree. Now, more than half of Harris voters want to relocate following Trump win, survey says. Yeah, we're not reading this. It's just hilarious. I hope that they all leave the country. Why stop at half? In fact, we should give Minnesota, Oregon, and Washington and California to Canada. Right? Well, maybe not California, but Oregon, Washington, Minnesota, Vermont, New York, they can all go to Canada. Let them leave. The grass is redder on the other side of the border. They will love it. Yeah, they will. It's redder as in communist. 50% of Vice President Kamala Harris voters say they want to move following Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election. Well, I say good riddance. Good fucking riddance. Guys, and let's not forget, this is the reason really why the Democrats lost. Because they're just blowing money. And here's the bottom line. At the beginning of the Biden years, liberal economists were full of enthusiastic talk about creating a high-pressure labor market and running the economy hot. As it turned out, it was the Democrats that got burned. Yeah, so what they did was, the benefits of the American Rescue Plan, those $1,300 checks, were quickly forgotten, and the rapid recovery it helped fuel taken for granted. Yeah, and that's the reason why Democrats lost. But you can't tell them that, right? And here they are. Here is the kind, loving, and tolerant left, guys. Just freaking out. Just freaking out in public. Here we go.
You pretend you have the moral high ground, but you put that man's finger on the nuclear button.
Good. I would rather have Trump's finger on the nuclear button than Biden's, because at least Trump has the balls to push it.
That man doesn't believe in climate change.
This woman is not happy she's sitting next to a Trump supporter. Watch how her failure to settle down leaves her regretting her choices.
She has called me names.
She fucks around and finds out.
Saying that I came here to celebrate today.
Is there going to be a problem?
I would like for him to change seats with someone else.
I'm going to get somebody, well, you don't have that right. So I will get somebody to come and talk.
Uh-oh.
You pretend you have the moral high ground, but you put that man's finger on the nuclear button. That man doesn't believe in climate change. Do you believe in...
Yeah. It's not that he doesn't believe in climate change, it's that he doesn't believe that what people are saying about climate change is true, because it's not.
Gravity? Did you know gravity is just a theory?
Actually, gravity is a law. There's a law of gravity. There is also a theory of gravity which tries to explain why gravity works, right? The law of gravity explains how gravity works, as in, like, what effect it has on things, right? The theory of gravity tries to explain why it works, right? The best one we have is because mass distorts space-time, which causes a curvature in the fabric of space, and that causes things to kind of roll together, right? So this woman has literally no idea what she's talking about, and that is what we're up against.
Can you grab your belongings when you come?
Right.
Okay. We're gonna have to take you off this plane. We're gonna have to take you off this plane right there.
Bitch is getting kicked off the plane for her TDS.
Can you grab your belongings and come with me, please?
No.
Please. Can you grab your belongings and come with me?
No. I paid for this seat and I'm sitting.
Despite her disruptive nature, she believes she's done no wrong and refuses to leave.
He is in my space.
She's causing hostilities.
You can do this one of two ways right now. I need you to grab your belongings and come with me. Or I can have you escorted off the plane with our transportation police.
I'm going home now.
No, you're not, bitch. No, you're not. You're going to jail.
His mother-in-law, his mother died. And he had to I'm going home. There is no way I'm getting off this plane.
Have issues on this plane, and you are going to be a lot of issues right now, unfortunately.
Fine, I'll be quiet. I'll just wait.
You're not going to be allowed to take this plane. I'm not going to allow that either, unfortunately.
I've talked to the captain.
Captain wants to go? Okay. So
The captain wants her off.
My husband lost his...
Nobody cares, bitch. Get off the plane. No, you have some respect, right? Wow, how quickly it turns, right? She goes from insulting the person next to her to begging for respect, right? No, respect is earned, woman.
It does not give you the right to treat people the way you treat people.
Yes, exactly.
What if we transit and quiets down? How would that be? Apparently at this point, the captain has already been called.
Maybe here.
The captain doesn't know his job.
Let's try that.
The captain doesn't. Okay, so now Daddy opened his mouth up. That's probably pretty brave of him. That's probably the first time he got his testicles out of her purse, right? He opened his mouth up, and he's about to get thrown off the plane.
Please ask him again if we settle down, if that can be okay.
Even after the husband's offer to trade seats, it's a little too late for this couple.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
two
he
were
should've tried to
swiftly
do that
escorted
before.
off the plane.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you grab your belongings when you come?
Right.
Okay. We're going to have to take you off this plane.
See ya. Let's see. She's probably still telling people how her husband's mother just died. There's a whole swath of disorders stemming from an inability to parse order and correlate information with reality, resulting in a breakdown with reality. Yeah, and it seems to be prevalent in these leftists with Trump derangement syndrome. They big mad. She should have been hauled off, locked in a room, and interrogated for 12 hours. Just like would happen if a Trump supporter was doing that. That's right. Okay.
Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today.
Fuck this woman. Okay, next. What we got next? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here comes the freak out. Here we go.
Just 1 second, guys. Good to see you here. Here, what are you trying to say?
We want everyone to know, all of the nation, Donald Trump wants all of us gone. He doesn't just want to rule the U.S., he wants to become a dictator of the whole world. He has said multiple times that he's going to take over Israel, he's going to take over Russia, he wants Palestine gone.
Donald Trump has never said that he's going to invade Israel or Russia or Palestine. See what I mean? See what I mean? This is what we're up against, guys. Crazy fucking people that have no idea how the world works, no idea what is really going on in the world, right? Making shit up and then telling us to do something about their fantasies, right? Like, what the fuck can we do, lady? There's a hospital in Jerusalem that has a dedicated ward for tourists that decide they're Jesus. TDS may be similar. Watch her eyes. Yeah, they're all crazy like that, bro. They all have those crazy eyes.
Here, what are you trying to say?
We want everyone to know, all of the nation, Donald Trump wants all of us gone. He doesn't just want to rule the U.S., he wants to become a dictator of the whole world. He has said multiple times that he's going to take over Israel, he's going to take over Russia, he wants Palestine gone. He is going after every country. That is.
He's going after every country, guys. Now let's see here. Okay. Here we go. We got this guy. This is going to be good. I can already tell that this guy's a winner. Let's hear it.
You redneck cousin fucking classless pieces of shit. I hope you understand what you just did. You don't because you're really fucking stupid. But I hope at some point you have to reckon with it on a personal...
You pencil neck butt fucking queer. I hope you understand how fucking retarded you are.
...level at least a little bit. Because you fucking mouth breathers. You absolute...
Yeah, you fucking pillow biting faggot.
...worthless fucks who like to thump your Bibles and talk about...
Yeah, you like to thump your booty. I'm not going to say it. I'll get kicked off Twitter again.
About the absence of family and God in the modern day, yet you decided to elect a sexual predator for president who is currently being puppeteered by a deadbeat father who...
Bro, the only sexual predator as president we've ever had was all of them. I'm sorry.
Also happens to be the wealthiest man on earth who effectively...
maybe not Reagan.
...wants to plant a chip in your brain that turns you into a computer. How's that for an absence of God for you, you stupid fucking sacks of horse manure? God fucking hates you, and by the time the lot of you get that, you redneck cousin fucking classless pieces of...
This guy's a fucking winner, isn't he? Okay, now we have another one freaking out, it looks like in a butcher shop. Let's see here. This whole country is mentally ill. I'm not fucking crazy.
This whole country is mentally fucking ill.
It's gonna be better than ever.
Yeah, because you're a racist piece of shit and you can't wait.
Can't wait.
You know what? When your social security is gone, you ugly piece of shit, you'll be the last one fucking laughing, not the rest of us. Oh my God, I know you can barely read, and you probably got a 6th grade level of education, you piece of shit.
Yeah, bitch, looks like you can barely fucking walk.
But I can tell the only joke around here is you, and look in the fucking mirror.
Bitch, you need to look in the mirror. She probably can't see the mirror over her fucking fat rolls.
You know, this is exactly why Trump got elected, for crazy people like you.
I'm not fucking crazy, okay?
Look at her. You guys notice a trend here?
All All right? I'm worried about the women in this fucking country. I know you can't care because you're going to go back and drink your beers in your fucking truck and not give a shit about anybody but yourself.
I am.
But the rest of us have to
I am.
fucking deal with your dumb shit that you fucking did to the rest of this fucking country.
Maybe try low-fat milk.
No! You told her to try low-fat milk.
Beautiful.
You're lucky I don't swing you in your fucking face, you ugly piece of shit.
She's calling people ugly?
You sick fuck. Oh my God.
These people, man. Oh, watch. Watch this. They're driving by liberals.
Oh my God, you're so mad. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Why? Why are you so, what are you gonna do? Why? Why are you so mad, bro? Fucking weirdos. Bunch of weirdos around here. Why are y'all so mad?
Yeah, why you mad, bruh? Bro, why you mad? You mad, bruh? Oh, God. Oh, God.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it.
Yeah, you definitely need your medication. Hey, what's up? Fucking SD, my guy. This girl is obviously out of pills.
For today.
Look it. She's got the stupid nose ring, the stupid glasses, and the stupid fucking bangs. And the haircut that says, I fuck black guys.
And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids. And she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, and we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes.
Can you tell that this woman is off her meds? Tam! It's a weirdo. Oh.
I can't believe this country did this again.
Why are these people out here crying crocodile tears for likes? You guys see there's absolutely no tears. They're just faking it. They're just faking it for attention. Just like she probably fakes her fucking orgasms and her mental illness and her fucking, and the love she feels for her fucking children.
Why did I let myself have hope?
What? What did she say?
I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
Oh, let herself have hope.
I was just walking down the street.
Oh, man. These people, I swear to God, dude. Finally, our last one. Look at this crazy bitch. Came up and rung dude's fucking doorbell to bitch about his Trump sign. Look at this. These people are insane.
I want to know how you can vote.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Shameful. Are you the one that walks by here and always screaming at people? No, I haven't walked by recently. Okay, because a lot of people walk by and scream. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You are voting for the devil. Don't you know that? No. Why are you voting for him? Because I believe he is the moral candidate. Oh, my God. You for that one. That's moral? Exactly that's how your side acts. Oh, my God. That's he's the most immoral person around. In your opinion, that's I'm sorry. Have a nice day.
Fucking psychopaths. Could you imagine someone coming up, ringing your doorbell and arguing with you over your yard signs? MK Ultra, MK Ultra. Yeah, these people are fucking crazy, dude. These people are fucking crazy. TDS awareness. Wear an orange ribbon in support of the victims of Trump derangement syndrome. We need to wear an orange ribbon, guys. The liberal white women are the worst people on the planet. I agree. Shit, was that my mom? It might be. If that's your mom, you need to fucking get her back on her meds. I would have stepped outside on the porch and let her confront me then. All white liberal women are batshit crazy. They are. Boomer liberals are the most propagandized demographic in America. They don't stand a chance after decades upon decades of their minds being filled with complete nonsense. Eli, what's up, buddy? An MK Ultra person is probably way more sane. That's true. Let's see. If this old hag had any reasons to offer, she would have offered them. All she has is a temper tantrum because she couldn't impose her will on other people. I agree. Fuck Harris and fuck you for voting for her. I agree. Man, I can smell the joy. Is that joy? No, I think it's bullshit. Oh, it's so funny, guys. Oh, it's been a glorious time. These people are batshit crazy. They are. They are. And I could have gone on for hours like this, but I'm sure you guys are getting sick of watching these people by now. You've probably seen most of these already. I tried to find the newest ones. Let's see here. You know how I see it. TDS is heavy on both sides. Those who hate him and those who think he is our savior. That's true. That's true. There are people on the right that give Trump too much faith and too much confidence, right? He's just another guy. He's a politician. He's a person that seeks power. He may be the better of two evils, right? But that means he's still evil, right? I don't think he's evil. I think that he is more genuine than he is a lie, right? When he says that, you know, he's doing this because he wants to, right? Because he wants to fix America and that he gave up a perfect life and all those things. I agree with that, right? Right? When he says that he wants to make radical change, I know that's true because I can see how much the system is fighting against him, right? And if they're fighting against him that hard, he's got my vote. Right? If they hate him that bad, then I love him that much. That's what I got to say. That's how I see it, guys. If they want to come at him that hard, I want to back him up that hard. Is that wrong? I don't know. I feel like that's the logical way to look at it, right? If they hate him, I love him because I hate them. You may call that Don't expect any miracles. I never expect miracles, SD. You know that. I ain't never going to expect a miracle. Right? I expect him to fuck up because every person fucks up. Do I think he's going to be able to keep all of his promises? No. Do I think that he'll try to keep some of them? Yes. Right? Hopefully he keeps the ones I care about. And fails at the ones I don't like. Right? Yeah, see, I'm not wrong, right? It's right? I know that the other side is bad, right? Now, I know Republicans aren't good, right? But I know the Democrats are bad, right? They're bad. So, and I don't think that Trump is a Republican either, right? Trump reminds me more of an old school Democrat than he does of a Republican. When I say old school Democrat, I mean, Donald Trump is more Bill Clinton than he is Bill O'Reilly, right? 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 Donald Trump is more Bill Clinton than he is Bill O'Reilly. And I liked Bill Clinton. I mean, besides all the raping and all that, as far as balancing the budget goes, right? He did a pretty good job. A Clintonian Democrat. Yeah, just more like a classical liberal, right? Classical liberal. You know, free markets, equality and justice for all. Liberalism, right? Hillary would have stood a chance against what? Donald Trump? No, she got her ass kicked. She lost. Yeah, guys, so that's it. We're at the end of the show. I had a great time. I hope you guys did. We laughed. We cried. We heard some fucked up stories, guys. There was some fucked up shit. That dude killed his whole family over Trump winning the election. That's fucking crazy, guys. That's fucking crazy. Right? Yeah. So I guess I'm going to get out of here, guys, but I want to remind you that this channel is heavily censored by YouTube, so if you want to help the channel, I dropped links in the chat. And then I will be back sometime later this week, I guess. You never know when that'll be. Better make sure you subscribe. All right, guys, peace.